tools and supplies. First, we're going to focus on our tools. Don't worry, you do not have to buy all these tools to create your tire swing. These are optional tools, but I wanted to review them and give you that option so you know which path fits you best. These tools over here are definitely recommended. You're going to need these, and I think they're pretty typical in a household. So let's go ahead and start with these. You're going to need a drill with a hole saw attachment to drill the hole in the tire for the rope. You're also going to need a 1/4 inch drill bit to screw down through the wooden seat, and then a Phillips screwdriver to drill the screws in to go ahead and attach that seat. A razor knife, we're going to use this to trim up the fabric, and the little plastic, what I call nubbins on tires, you're going to need to chop all of those off when you're prepping the tire. Most homes, I think, have a glue gun. This is a high temp glue gun with the glue sticks. This is going to be used for the trim in the end. We've got a few paint brushes for the sealer. We've got outdoor sealer to apply, and our outdoor Mod Podge. I like a wide, thick, or short brush. It applies the Mod Podge best. You're going to need a bowl and some rags always. Good pair of sharp scissors to cut your fabric and your Dacron and the vinyl. A tape measure that we're going to measure our supplies, to measure for our supplies so we know how much to get. And it's something you're going to want to take with you when you're searching for the perfect tire. You're going to want to know the size of that hole so that you can make sure that the wooden round that you have for the seat is the right size. Now, I don't think most people have an electric staple gun, but this is definitely best to use when you're making the cushioned seat. This is an arrow gun with 1/2 inch staples. You can try the handheld stapler if you have that. I'd give that a shot first before you go out and purchase one of these. And clamps, these are table clamps with a piece of just a board. So here's what we do with this. We're going to clamp this board down, extend the board over the table, and we're going to be able to slide our tire on there, and we're going to be able to work our fabric on the tire. It's by far the easiest way to do it. You can see every view. You don't have to turn a tire or flip the tire, and you'll see exactly what I mean when we get to that. Also, some common household things you'll need: a bucket, a mitt to clean the tire, a scrub brush, a garden hose, and some Dawn dish soap. And I think everybody has those in their household. So now let's talk about optional tools. The 2 things that we need to do that need tools is to cut the upholstery foam. Now, I use a foam cutter because I make so many. These are around $160, so you don't want to, well, actually they're more like $300 now, but it's something you don't want to purchase if you're only making one tire swing. If you have an electric knife, that works perfect. You're just going to lay your foam down, draw the template circle, and then go around straight up and down and cut that. The best option, or the easiest option, is to just buy it pre-cut. You just need to know the size of your wooden seat that you're going to apply the cushion on, and buy it pre-cut, and you'll have links to that so you'll know where to get it. The second thing that we're going to need tools for is to cut the wooden seat. So you see, I use a 1/4 inch plywood. These are just different sizes. I use a 1/4 inch plywood to cut my rounds. Now, when I first started, I gotta say, I just used a jigsaw. So I would draw the circle on the foam and then follow it with the jigsaw, and my circles never turned out this good. So I advanced to a router, which just you stabilize it to the board. This is a jig that measures it, and then you run the router and you end up with a really nice circle. And because I make so many of them, I buy whole sheets of plywood, and then it's more efficient for me. But if you don't have those tools, do this. Just buy your pre-cut round already. These are available at your big home improvement stores, Walmart, your craft stores. Again, the links are in the PDF file attached to this module, but you just need to know the size that you need. I think they range anywhere from 12 inches to 24 inches and anywhere from $10 to $30. So you can just buy your pre-cut foam, your pre-cut circle, and you don't need any of these tools. So I just wanted to give everybody those options and let them know. Like I mentioned, we have a PDF file in this module. Just scroll down to that and you'll see the tools that you need and then the optional tools. And then you'll see a link to where you can get all of those things that you need. So we've covered our tools. So let's go ahead and see what supplies we need. Time to make our supply list. So to me, a supply is anything, if you would run out of it in the middle of your project, it's a dead stop. So we had tools earlier, the glue gun, the staple gun, and the razor knife. So you want to make sure you have plenty of glue sticks, enough staples, and sharp razor blades so that your tool works the best it can. So the rest of the supplies is pretty much the fun stuff. Of course, the fabric is my favorite to choose. Now you're going to want to choose a very light, thin cotton. That's what's going to go on best. My fabric of choice is a dark fabric because it covers best. Now, if you want to use a light fabric or a medium fabric, I suggest you go to Module 4, Tire Prepping, and it's going to show you what you need to do to prep that tire for a light or medium color fabric, what you should do with the primer, and how long you should wait. Now for the seat of this swing, I picked a vinyl because it's outdoor. There's lots of different colors of marine vinyl for all different kinds of swings. So you're gonna find vinyl pretty easily. Now some of the other supplies, let's go with what we adhere the fabric to on the tire. And this is an outdoor Mod Podge. So we're gonna use this to adhere the fabric. And even though this is a sealer, we're gonna add this because this protects against sunlight, rain and moisture and temperature changes. So this is, since most people are gonna wanna hang their tire outdoors, probably under a tree, we're gonna use this to add extra protection. A sanding block or 220 sanding paper so we can sand in between the coats. Now here's something I don't think most people would think about, but these are called desk grommets. And people drill holes in their desk and insert these and then run their cables down through. But these are perfect for the holes in the tire that we drill. These are 1.5 inch grommets. They come in black and white. You can get them on Amazon and they're really inexpensive, but they give a really nice finish when we put this in the hole and then run the rope down through. This is the hardware you're going to need to hang the rope. We've got 2 of these clip hooks that screw on, and then this swivel bracket. So these are going to hang on here and the ropes are going to run through here. These are made for swings, so I feel really comfortable about suggesting these as the hardware for your swing. The other hardware you're going to need are screws, some nuts, and flat washers. You're only going to need 4. Now, if you get a thicker round for your seat, you're probably going to want to get a longer screw, but we're going to go ahead, and this is a 1/4 inch screw, 1 1/4 inch long with the nuts, and a 1/4 inch flathead washer, 4 each. Now the foam I buy in bulk and then cut out. This one is square, but you can buy them in round, so this would be your easiest route to go. As with the seat, if you don't have the tools to cut it. So again, just buy the round seat. The other supply you're going to need, of course, is your rope. I recommend 1 inch minimum. You can buy them in all different lengths. So this tire swing is actually going to require about 30 feet of rope. I use 15 feet on each side because we're going to run it through the tire and tie the knots on the bottom. And then we've got our Dacron, which we're going to use to build the seat. Now, I do like to use extra Dacron or foam to build up the seat in the center to give it this puffy feel. So we'll do that whenever we're building the seat, and I'll walk you through all of that. So this is all the supplies that you'll need. Next step is going to be measuring so we know how much to buy. Again, there's a PDF file with clickable links to direct you to purchase whatever you need, the hardware, the grommets, Mod Podge, the whole 9 yards. So utilize that. I try to find the cheapest prices. That's kind of always been, that's just how I work. So there you have it. We got our tools and supplies, and I think it's about time to build a swing. So see you in the next module.